All right, welcome back to video number three in the series of four videos for the Little Green Light training for the Charleston Duck Race. In our last two videos, we talked about the dashboard and using filters in the first one. And then the second one, we talked about entering a gift. This third video is going to be talking about bulk gift entry. I'm going to jump right into it. And as I kind of click through things, I'm going to talk through all the reasons why you may want to use bulk gift entry rather than just a single entry. First thing you're going to want to do is click this add a gift, and it's going to drop down this menu here and click your bulk gift entry. It's going to pull this screen up. Everything in the light shaded blue portion or teal, I'm not really sure what color that is, quite frankly, is going to be what stays for each one of these bulk gift entries. So the reason that I like to use this is if I have a sales event, perhaps in this instance, we'll call it SIWI, where we have 50 adoption forms all in cash, and then perhaps 10 in check, and maybe 20 or so in Venmo. This is a great option because you can add everything in by the type of payment. So everything in the top blue, like I mentioned, will stay for each person down below. This is what will change each time in the white shaded portion. So you're going to select your payment type. And the reason that I say that I like to do payment type as my criteria for changing is because it just kind of helps me sort things out. So let's say I have 50 Square Reader transactions. I have this stacked in front of me and I'm getting ready to enter all of them. I'm going to do all of the Square Reader ones in one bulk gift entry and all of the cash in another, all the checks in another, just because it's easier to sort out, at least for myself, for future purposes. However, if it works better for you, you can change the payment type each time. You can do it that way as well. So just like in adding a gift normally, the first thing you're going to have to do is set your constituent. And I should mention before I get into that, you can change your club. So if you're inputting for another club, you can do so. It should automatically select your club. If it doesn't, let me know. And we can try and make that work. So, you know, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to set your constituent. It's going to make you search just like in adding a gift in normal. And 9 times out of 10, because it's going to be an event where you're not going to have the person's name, you're going to search it. It's not going to appear. You're going to have to add that new constituent. And as you can see, I'm on number 5 because I have had to re-record this video a few times. You're going to add their name. You're going to add their contact information as normal. And then the next thing is adding the gift amount. So you're going to add $50. If it's a donation, you'll put in donation. If they were a sponsor, you can add in your sponsor. And the gift note for Square Reader, what I like to do is I like to put last 4 of the credit cards so that I can track it later if I need to. And the only reason I do that is because we've had a couple of times where it's come back 5 days later showing that Square transaction was fraud on their account, and then the ducks get unadopted, if you will. When you're all done with everything on this person, so test 5 name is all complete. You'll verify everything in here. The gift amount is correct. The category is correct. The gift note is correct. You'll hit save and add another, and it's going to pull up another constituent. So this time I'm just going to search for a person that already exists in the system. I'll pull myself up as the constituent. We'll add in the gift amount, $20, the last 4 being 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll say this is the last in my stack. We're going to hit save rather than save and add another because that will end this bulk gift entry. And then everything is all complete. You're going to go back to your dashboard, hit the refresh button. Everything will have already come into the system. So you can see that they're already in there. The next thing I want to talk about is bulk editing. So as I mentioned in video number 1, using the filters is the best way to add your bulk edits. So I like to separate things out by events, especially for bulk gift entry and bulk gift edit. And so for this event that I selected SIWI. So you'll see that the 2 transactions in SIWI are below. When you hit this bulk edit button in the top right-hand corner, it's going to edit anything that is directly below it. So as you can see, there's 2 transactions here, so it's going to edit 2 transactions. If you were to select this on the main page, you're editing every sale that's existed in this appeal, so 2025. So for this example, I'm going to add a credited Rotarian. There's a number of different things you can do, but I'm going to do credited Rotarian because that is the biggest problem with bulk gift entry is you can't add a credited Rotarian in that selected field of the bulk entry portion. So click on the bulk edit. It's going to populate all of these things that you can change about what those transactions say. If you wanted to change the gift amount, you can. If you wanted to add a gift note to all of them, you can. I'm going to do the credited Rotarian. We're going to select a person. I'm going to select, who's going to get it today? We're going to give it to Dwayne Bell as our credited Rotarian. We're going to select next. And you'll see the original values are none and the new values are Bell, Dwayne. So you want to hit update record. And then in the top right, you'll notice that it says there is a bulk update in progress. Bulk editing will be available when the current job completes. So the more that it has to edit, the longer it's going to take. The longest I've seen it take for 120 transactions was about 15 minutes. But once this is all complete, it'll come up with a bottom banner that says bulk update complete, and you can go back and verify that everything is correct in there. So that's really the bulk of it, if you will, for the bulk entry and the bulk edit. The next video that we're going to talk about is pulling reports. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video in comparison, but it's going to be a good video for folks that want to kind of keep track of how their club is doing and send out reports to their clubs on a weekly basis. But thank you for joining us on this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.